Yo, what's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Another day, another Bitcoin pump. Let's go. Or dump. We'll see. We shall see. How's everybody doing out there today? So, kind of a slow Saturday. Excited tonight, guys. The first episode of Blockchain Buzz. Hopefully, you guys are there for it at 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. If we read the poll that I put out, half of you guys want to know what Blockchain Buzz is based on the poll. So really quick, guys, before we get into it, Blockchain Buzz is a new show that's going to be premiering every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern here on this YouTube channel. And we are going to have 3 guests plus myself, and we're going to discuss, debate, and mow over the latest and greatest news. And today, obviously, we will be discussing the crash in the crypto market and where we go from here. So it's always random. 3 different YouTubers will join me to debate and chat about the latest macroeconomic news and where we think that the cycle's going, technical analysis, and so much more. So hopefully you guys are here for that. Every Saturday will be different guests. And I always like to keep it a surprise. So you always have to be here because you never know which YouTuber is going to be here on the Blockchain Buzz. All right, let's get into the chat, see what's going on. Bitcoin keeping resistance here at 106.8. Resistance is sitting at 106,891. We're about $90 below resistance right now. As you can see, we've been battling it all through the night. We got through it, rejected off of the 200-day moving average, close to 107,600, came back down below resistance. So where we're going to close this day and where we're going to close this week, very, very relevant. So we will be talking about that tonight as well. Let's get into the chat, see what's going on. Kind of slow today, guys. Kind of slow today. 0 super chats to start the stream. Wow. Beebs, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I hit Gary. What's going on, man? Kizza. Hey, Rob, short-term noise is just noise. If you have true conviction in what you're holding, timing doesn't matter unless you're not around anymore. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Too many people are concerned with wanting the parabolic phase of this bull run to happen right now, that they lose sight of the fact that it is an eventuality and an inevitability, right? Crypto's here for the long haul, whether you like it or not. Also, Zebek to $1. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I get frustrated, but once I sleep, I wake up bullish. There you go. Exactly. Sleep it off, man. Sleep it off. Ghetto Born says, what is blockchain buzz? I already broke that down. Hit the likes, you pencil necks. Absolutely. We have 130 people watching. We have, how many likes do we have, guys? 32. Let's get to 100, guys. Let's get to 100. Easy says, yo, what's good, fam? I had Gary Daly says, hit those likes as you come in, folks. It costs nothing but the bull run if you don't. Exactly. Ghetto Board says, I'm bullish. Zebek, $1, baby. Let's go. Art says, Zebek to $1.33. Vice to $3.33. There you go. I'd buy that for $1. Let's go. Big Kev, first super chat of the day, dropping that chatter. Says, let's go. LFG and Pico, both up 14% today. They are heading to the moon. Let's go. Yes, I am excited about that. I actually wanted to get another team meeting together soon here because I got some things to chat about. Absolutely. Ghetto Born says, I don't care how long it takes. I'm stuffing my bags up. The Almighty God gave us a chance to stuff them bigger. Absolutely, he did. All things happen for a reason. James says, Zebek. Exactly. Isaac, what's up, brother? What's up, Rob? Will the blockchain buzz be recorded so we can watch the replay? Yes, blockchain buzz is a live stream tonight at 6 p.m. So you can watch the replay later here on YouTube. Beeb says, if anyone's interested in investing in Sam Altman's private company, OpenAI, a way to get exposure is Suro Capital Corp. Ticker is 4 S's. Very cool. Very cool, brother. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Benjamin says, gotta wait a minute before hitting the like. Just want to make sure it's good. Kiz says, everyone seems to like Zebek, Rob. Let's go. Exactly. Exactly. The only people that don't like Zebek are people that we like to call wrong. I hit Gary Daly. What's up? My mind must be in the gutter today. This music reminds me of girls. Oh, maybe that's the plan. Shay Boy, what's happening, buddy? Hey, Rob, I'm just at work watching Formula Drift, listening to you and DCing into Moonwell. There you go. Pretty good for a Saturday. I hope everyone else is enjoying their day. Amen to that. There she is, the one and only Gamma Goddess. She says, let's get this money. Big C, what's up, buddy? Keep strong and focused. Absolutely. Get aboard. Says Zebek is having a huge podcast interview. The platform interviewing has millions and millions of followers. Amazing. I'm excited for that, man. Braveheart says, I'm here hoping Mario shows up and adds a comment so I can hear you say, it's a me, Mario. Quentin, what's up, buddy? His name was King. Can't wait to see that Jasmine visit video. Actually, it's not just going to be a video, his name. It's actually going to be a 2 to 3 part documentary series of I'm documenting the entire trip, my tour of Jasmine Labs, all of my interviews with everyone there, Everything from the moment I wake up to the trip to the airport to the time I come back and land back in Canada, I'm going to be filming the entire thing, and we will be chopping it up into probably, I'm thinking probably a 3-part mini-series documentary. So on Jasmy Labs. Jimmy, I almost swapped 1 million ZBEC for 10 million Miria, but I just can't let go of any of my ZBEC. I don't blame you, man. Both good projects, but don't rob Peter to pay Paul. That's not financial advice. I'm just here to educate and entertain you. Big C says, I strongly believe precious metals will keep surging and then slow down, and then Bitcoin will take off. Just my opinion. Sorry, that was manufactured event. Clearly, yes, absolutely. And I actually am going to talk about why retail will pour into this space, and I'm using gold as an example. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Jake the Snake says, did you hear about the man that says elephants? The pay wasn't great, but he always got big tips. Nice. Dave, what's up? What's up, man? Looking forward to later. Let's go, baby. Kizza says, what are my YouTube ads about? Tampax. Because you're always Googling them. Don't lie. Don't lie. Ray. Let's get them. Let's get this money. Blessings to you, Rob. Smash the likes. Absolutely. Isaac says, I think the parabolic part of the bull run will come. It's just prolonged. There you go. Braveheart dropping some chatter. Blockchain Buzz, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sorry. 4 p.m. Pacific in the U.S. There you go. Exactly. Don't miss it, guys. You're going to want to be here. I got 3 guests coming on the show for Blockchain Buzz tonight. It's going to be a good time. Beeb says China chose gold as its reserve currency. The U.S. choosing stable coins. Lambros, hey Rob, is XCN still have hope to reach 10 cents? Absolutely, it does, in my opinion. Jake the Snake says, eat a Snickers. You're not you when you're bearish. Exactly. Kids, a big shout out to you, Rob. Here every day being optimistic. The Patreon is a true blessing to navigate this crypto craziness. Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much. Over the Top says, good afternoon. And Big C says, Peter Schiff is having his day with Bitcoin in the dump, but I hope it backfires soon. Peter Schiff is wrong so much, it's ridiculous, right? You'd have a better chance of counting the grains of sand on the planet Earth than counting the amount of times that Peter Schiff has been wrong about crypto. Keep that in mind. All right. We're caught up in the chat. Let's get into the news. We got 167 people watching. We have 47 likes, guys. Come on, let's get to 100 likes. You can do it. Put your back into it. It doesn't cost you nothing, guys. Bitcoin trying to break through resistance. Right now, we are $10 below resistance. Can we break through? Can we get above and close above the 200-day moving average? And can we get above and close above resistance at 108,226? Just a couple things we're watching over today and the weekly close tomorrow. Okay, so let's get into some of the news. First up, let's have a look at the latest and greatest on the rate cuts. Breaking, according to Coin Bureau, there is now a 100% chance the Fed will cut rates next week. Very, very bullish, guys. We do have a potential rate cut, 100% chance of a potential rate cut next week. I know I just contradicted myself by saying 100% chance of a potential. 60% of the time, it works every time. Braveheart says, yes. Aaron, retail lining up to buy gold at all-time high right now. Yep, we're going to get into it. Kizza says 3 days running, Rob. That shirt must stay. I have like 5 of these shirts, brother. This is the dress code for the afternoon live stream every day, brother. Get comfortable with it. Crypto prices falling. Why October is not going as expected. Big C says 50 basis points or 25. I think just 25. I think there's a 77% chance of 3 25 basis point rate cuts before the end of the year, 1 per month. So we'll see what happens. October seems on the verge of canceling Uptober. as crypto prices retrace after a recent multi-billion-dollar liquidation. But even with that, analysts say steady ETF demand can still support a rebound. October started like a typical Uptober, with ETF inflows pushing crypto prices higher and plenty of buyers in the market. But suddenly, liquidity squeeze and a potential political shock, quickly knocked the rally off course. Early in the month, Bitcoin climbed into fresh territory, with its price hitting new highs above $126,000. Analysts at Glassnode noted in a recent report that Bitcoin broke through the $114,000 to $117,000 supply zone to reach new all-time highs near $126K, backed by strong ETF inflows and renewed mid-tier accumulation. Where do we have October? Right here, guys. If you can see my ticker, or my mouse cursor here. So far, we're in red in October, down 4.74%. But look at every other October. 2021 peak cycle, October ended up almost 40% to the upside. 2017 ended up plus 47.81% to the upside. So I guess we'll find out if we end up flipping green. So the October on the parabolic year, the final year of the bull run, October has ended very, very bigly every time, right? So 2013 was up 60.79%. 4 years later, boom, 47.81. 4 years later, almost 40%. So here we are, 4 years later. Are we going to end it in the red? It would be the first time ever. October has long been dubbed Uptober in the crypto world, a month historically known for strong gains. Data from Glassnode shows that since 2013, Bitcoin has averaged a return of more than 46% in October. Now, that might not sound like a lot, guys, but for Bitcoin, a 46%, let's evaluate that. Again, it might not sound like much. However, for Bitcoin, 46% is huge. So Bitcoin right now is $106,800, right? A 46% move to the upside would land Bitcoin at the end of this month at almost $156,000. So it might not sound like much, 46%, ooh, but this is Bitcoin we're talking about, not some micro cap project, right? So $156,000 if we hit that average October before this month closes, making it one of the best performing months for cryptocurrency. But after the high came a shock. On October 11th, the market suffered the largest single-day liquidation event on record, as roughly $19 billion was wiped from leveraged positions, pushing Bitcoin as low as roughly 102,000 before a partial bounce. One thing some analysts noted was that Bitcoin's price swings weren't just from selling, as thin order books made the moves way worse. Kaiko's mid-October note summed up the market-making side of it. Quote, volumes spike on Friday as panic swept through crypto markets, exposing a stark liquidity gap across BTC order books. As selling accelerated, there simply wasn't enough resting depth to absorb the flow. Order books on several exchanges thinned out to the point of appearing empty for several minutes across major Bitcoin venues. Even after the flash crash, some analysts say the seasonal case isn't over. The K33 research noted in a research piece that after this big deleveraging, they're turning increasingly optimistic since excessive leverage is gone and structural risks are lowered, with the market setup now looks far healthier. Glassnode pointed that prior to the liquidation drama, institutional demand was pretty healthy, as more than $2.2 billion in U.S. spot ETF inflows was detected in a short span, and steady mid-tier accumulation made nearly all circulating supply back into profit, which historically marks late stage but durable rallies. So far, October shows two things at once. Big institutional flows pushed prices higher, but a single liquidity event made worse by a thin order book and crowded derivatives can erase that progress fast. What happens next depends less on hype and more on whether market makers, institutional buyers, and option sellers rebuild depth. If they do, October could still finish strong, but if not, October will be remembered as the month the rally hit a liquidity wall and got knocked back. Kizza says, if we come out equal on the month, it's all good. BTC over 100K. How can you be bearish? Exactly. Braveheart says, I once bought 43 shirts, all exactly the same. Definitely. Another local. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So, crypto is a short-term mind. Mindset. Imagine buying Sol at $2. Yes. Amen, man. Exactly. All right. What else do we have? We got more news to get into. Retail investors lose $17 billion as Bitcoin treasury stocks collapse, 10x Research says. The firm said the losses stem from share premiums that once priced these companies far above the value of their Bitcoin holdings. All right, let's dive into this. Retail investors chasing Bitcoin exposure through public companies like Metaplanet and Michael Saylor's strategy have lost an estimated $17 billion, according to a new report by 10x Research. The firm said the losses stem from share premiums that once priced these companies far above the value of their Bitcoin holdings, premiums that have now evaporated. The age of financial magic is ending for Bitcoin treasury companies, analysts at 10x Research wrote in the report. After the magic, how Bitcoin treasury firms must evolve beyond NAV illusions. Retail investors, they say, overpaid for Bitcoin exposure by roughly $20 billion, while companies quietly converted inflated share prices into real Bitcoin on their balance sheets. The research compared the strategy of these digital asset treasuries, the DATs, firms to financial alchemy, where stock sales at inflated valuations were repeatedly used to buy more Bitcoin. From a $1 billion Bitcoin base, Metaplanet's market capitalization surged to $8 billion at its peak before crashing to $3.1 billion, even as it held $3.3 billion in Bitcoin. In the process, shareholders lost $4.9 billion in value, while the company managed to accumulate $2.3 billion worth of Bitcoin, the report said. Michael Saylor's strategy, MSTR, followed a similar pattern. Its shares, which once traded at multiples of 3 to 7 times the firm's actual Bitcoin holdings, now sits at roughly 1.4 times NAV, erasing much of the speculative premium that defined the last cycle. According to 10x, this NAV normalization could mark a turning point for the sector. Companies now trading near or below their Bitcoin value may represent pure Bitcoin exposure with upside from future trading profits. Analysts argue that the firms that adapt, shifting from hype-driven treasuries to arbitrage-style asset managers, could still generate 15 to 20% annual returns. The report concludes that the magic may be over, but the shakeout will create a new generation of disciplined Bitcoin asset managers. As the market matures, only firms with strong capital bases and experienced trading teams will define the next bull market. Galaxy Digital CEO Michael Novogratz believes the wave of new crypto treasury companies has likely hit its peak, with attention now shifting to which existing firms can scale and dominate. Speaking during Galaxy's Q2 earnings call, he said, quote, "We probably have gone through peaks treasury company issuance, signaling a more competitive phase ahead. The boom in treasury-based crypto firms was fueled by favorable U.S. regulations, with companies like Strategy, GameStop, Trump Media, and SharpLink allocating reserves to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital assets. However, Novogratz warned that saturation could make it harder for newcomers to gain traction, especially as Ethereum-focused treasuries like Bitmine and SharpLink continue to expand." So for me, guys, my own personal opinion, I don't bother buying stocks for treasury companies like Bitmine, Strategy, and stuff like that, unless it's just a flip. If I'm going to flip it on a swing trade, but that's just me personally. I would rather just hold the asset. I'd rather just hold Bitcoin myself on my self-custody wallet. I'd rather just hold Ethereum. I'd rather just hold Solana, right? So that's just kind of my position on it. Kiza, Rob, your thoughts on sorry, I lost you there. Thoughts on regional U.S. banks being done over on loans and not doing their due diligence? Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I think that there's a big threat when it comes to banks and loans in general with these loan protocols, these decentralized finance plays coming in. I think there's going to be a lot of upheaval when it comes to that personally. Aman says, "Hey, Rob, let's say the bear market has begun." No, let's not say that, Aman, because it hasn't, right? Does that mean alts will tumble 89%? No, I'm not even going to entertain that with an answer, Aman, because we're not in a bear market, right? So, Braveheart, greed gets him every time, because that's why we don't invest in fiat. Yes, crypto is a safer asset class. Yes, it might be a breakdown in the U.S. financial system, though. Definitely something to keep your eye on. Yes, you're absolutely right. Ghetto Born dropping some cheddar. Not many super chats lately, eh? Have you guys noticed how strong XDB chain has been holding at the position it is in? If you're not buying these prices, don't cry when everything rises and it's like a balloon. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. People, smart money is buying. Scared money don't make money. That's what they say. Ari, what's going on? Braveheart says, "I'm well positioned for it. Kiza, the de-dollarization for nearly a decade. It's only going to continue to get worse." Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, what else do we have? What else is going on with there? What do we have? We got 210 people watching right now, guys. What are the likes at? 66, guys. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100. I know it's a slow Saturday, guys, but it's absolutely free to hit the like button. Crypto market cap drops $680 billion from all-time highs. The crypto world has taken a hit since reaching its all-time high. The total crypto market cap has dropped by a staggering $680 billion. This sharp decline underscores a wave of uncertainty sweeping through the digital asset market. Oh no! While major coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum remained dominant, the overall value of crypto space has been heavily impacted by global economic pressures, profit-taking, and changing investor behavior. What's behind this massive drop? You ask. Well, I'll tell you. A combination of factors is contributing to the market pullback. Macroeconomic tensions, rising interest rates, regulatory fears, and waning hype around some speculative assets have all played a role. As liquidity tightens globally, even digital markets feel the squeeze. However, it's not all negative. Some experts see this as a healthy correction after months of inflated prices. Historically, crypto has gone through several boom and bust cycles, each time returning stronger with more robust fundamentals. Over the Top says, "Let's get to 100 likes." Absolutely, man. And Ari says, "Like smashed." There you go. The current market downturn is a reality check for traders and investors alike. It reminds everyone that crypto remains a high-risk, high-reward space. While the drop of $680 billion sounds alarming, long-term believers see it as a moment to reassess strategies rather than panic. As always, smart investors in crypto involves understanding of volatility, managing risk, and focusing on long-term value rather than short-term price action. That's right, only inexperienced people focus on short-term price action. The parabolic part of the bull run will happen. It's just not going to happen when you demand it, right? Market doesn't care what you want. The market's going to perform when it wants to perform. You can sit down and wait, or you can cry. Kizza says, I'm not in the Euro Braveheart. I'm in the almighty Sterling. There you go. Money don't mean, yes, exactly. Solana DEX Jupiter unveils Ultra V3 for enhanced trading speed. In October of 2025, Solana DEX aggregator Jupiter launched Ultra V3, featuring 100x faster routing and 34 times stronger attack protection, enhancing trader capabilities across their platform. Again, 60% of the time, it works every time. These upgrades elevate Solana's DeFi landscape, increasing trading activity and offering significant benefits, especially for retail users through enhanced speed and reduced fees. And fees are already pretty good on Solana, as opposed to Ethereum, obviously, right? Jupiter, a key Solana DEX, introduced Ultra V3 in October of 2025, significantly enhancing routing speed and security. The upgrade improves trading efficiency, protects against sandwich attacks, and reduces fees, affecting Solana's DeFi ecosystem. Jupiter's latest upgrade, Ultra V3, offers 100x faster routing and 34x stronger security. This launch builds on Solana's DEX reputation for innovative trading solutions. The core team, led by founder Meow, focused on technical reliability. The Iris router and Jupiter Z system ensure zero slippage execution, enhancing user experience. You know where you can buy Pico? Jupiter. Just saying. Reporting shows increased trading activity and liquidity on Solana DEX. Institutional partners such as OKX have integrated these advanced features, optimizing transaction flows. The release signals higher security for traders and lower costs, reinforcing Solana's competitive position on DeFi. Community feedback highlights strong anticipation for the improvements. Past Jupiter updates brought advances, but Ultra V3 marks a leap, especially in security and fee reduction. Previous benchmarks in routing speed have been surpassed. Expected outcomes include widespread adoption and enhanced user trust as data projects increase liquidity and trading volume. Very bullish on Jupiter, guys, as you know, if you are a member of the Patreon community. Ducks in my pond, how have you been, my friend? Long time no see. Hey, Rob, I'm pretty excited for the beginning of alt season. You don't know this about me, but I can actually smell money when it's around the corner. I am extreme greed right now. I'm with you, my friend. I'm with you. But it seems like whenever I get bullish, people get angry at me for some reason. But I am with you. Thank you for being here and having my back, man. Over the Top says, yeah, in my experience, Jupiter sends Sol projects out lightning fast. Absolutely. I'm very bullish on Jupiter. Paul, good to see you, my friend. Coinbase has listed 00, but Zbeck are still waiting. Come on, wakey, wakey. There you go. I think it's an inevitability, though, as Coinbase is one of the early investors in Zbeck. So, Cliff, what's going on, buddy? Ramona dropping that cheddar. What's going on? I know she's driving today, but she's still spending time with us, our very own crypto mom. Hosts our open mic nights on Friday and Saturday nights. Isaac says, I feel like this is one of many corrections that happen in a bull run cycle. Yeah, A lot of people don't realize that. Again, they talk about the 2021 cycle as though it was all sunshine and rainbows. There were 15 corrections in the final 12 months of the 2021 cycle, and those corrections ranged between 15% to 44% on Bitcoin. Now, for perspective, the dump that we just had on Bitcoin was about 17%. Imagine a 44% correction on it, if how people would respond if this is how they respond at a 17% correction. Imagine how people would be behaving right now if there was a 44% correction on Bitcoin. Those people wouldn't be able to handle it. Get a board dropping that super sticker too. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having my back, guys. It's appreciated. We started off with very, very few super chats today, but you guys got my back. Thank you so much. FedWatch predicts imminent 25 basis point rate cut. According to Blockbeat's news on October 18th, 2025, CME's FedWatch data indicates a 99% probability of a 25 basis point Federal Reserve rate cut in October. This strong expectation signals potential market volatility impacting cryptocurrency prices and possibly leading to increased liquidation activities across major digital assets. CME FedWatch tool registers a near certainty of an impending 25 basis point rate cut by the Federal Reserve. Interest in monetary policy shifts has heightened among traders, gearing up for a potential economic shift. As the Fed's decisions loom, the cryptocurrency market anticipates a considerable impact. Riding on the coattails of an anticipated macroeconomic changes, financial analysts observe that the potential rate cut aligns with strategies to spur economic growth. Meanwhile, the cryptocurrency market prepares for adjustments, notably amid recent price swings in Bitcoin and altcoins. Expert commentary highlights potential advantages in risk management as investments adjust to these expectations. Eugene NGAH Sol, a trader, conveyed an unequivocal stance of caution, expressing doubts over an imminent market rebound. His remarks echoed sentiment prevalent among industry watchers, weary of the possible prolonged downturn affecting altcoins. Yes, that means that the sentiment is weighing on him. It's getting him down. As the situation evolves, traders are closely monitoring the macroeconomic indicators that could influence the Federal Reserve's decision-making process, particularly in relation to cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency investments. Get aboard says, Rob, we need more on the gaming channel. Yes. I haven't had much time to do any gaming lately, but you're absolutely right. Gerardo, no dry powder, so I'm sitting on my hands and touching grass to stay grounded and focused. Thanks for all the calmness, Rob. Absolutely. Wise Mind says, hey, Rob, I'm bullish. These are some excellent buying opportunities. Yes, absolutely. So, guys, for me, like I said, I do have a video coming out this afternoon discussing the gold situation and how it relates to a possible rebound in the market. So you're not going to want to miss that video later today. We got one final piece to get through here. Let's go. Bitcoin ETF outflows jump after recent liquidations. Oh, we got to jump over to the full article here. Here we go. All right, let's dig it. Bitcoin prices have crashed into a correction after plunging by 14% from its highest point this year, and the trend may continue as a risky pattern forms and exchange-traded fund ETF outflows persist. You're having audio issues, Aman, or am I having audio issues? Are you guys having trouble hearing me? Am I having audio issues? Let me know in the chat, guys, or is it just Aman? American investors dumped their Bitcoin holdings this week as the Fear and Greed Index plummeted into fear, and liquidations surged. Okay, so my sound is good. Thank you, Funky. Data compiled by Social Value show that spot Bitcoin ETF shed over $1.23 billion in assets this week. BlackRock's IBIT shed over $268 million, while Fidelity's FBTC lost. These outflows brought the cumulative inflows. These outflows brought the cumulative inflows since their inception in January's last year to $61.54 billion. The outflows represent a sharp reversal from the previous 2 weeks, during which they had almost $6 billion in assets. Investors dumped Bitcoin after it suffered over $4.65 billion in liquidations on Friday as the crypto market crashed. It is common for investors to sell their coins or stay on the sidelines after such a big liquidation. They also sold Bitcoin as gold emerged as a better safe haven asset amid risk assets. There are risks that the trade war between the US and China will escalate, leading to higher inflation, which may prevent the Fed from cutting interest rates. The other notable risks include the ongoing US government shutdown and quality credit issues emerging after 3 regional banks reported fraud-related losses. The daily time, they usually come in 2s and 3s, don't they, guys? Right? The daily time frame chart shows that Bitcoin's price remains under pressure after falling by 14% from the highest point this year. It has crashed below the 50-day moving average, while the super trend indicator has turned red. Most notably, the coin has formed a double bottom pattern at double top pattern, at 124,355. A double top is one of the most common bearish signals in technical analysis. Its profit target is estimated by measuring the distance between. I'm not going to break that part of it down. Okay, so a double top apparently, and I don't know. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily. I mean, it is technically it's a double top, but I don't think that's what's playing out, and I don't think we're dropping down to $92,000 because of it. I doubt it, but I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is because there are plenty of other indicators that I'm going to go through this afternoon in a video that imply a sharp recovery in the near term. So you're going to want to stick around for that later this afternoon. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We have 230 people watching. We have 79 likes, guys. Let's get the likes up. And yeah, okay. So let's go back over to the Bitcoin chart. What do we got? We're still below resistance right now. Can we get above and close above 106,891? That's what I'll be watching for today. It would be best if we could get above 108,226, but I'll take a close above 106,891. So, okay, guys, listen, I got some coaching calls I got to do over on the Patreon. Get over there, book your one-on-one coaching calls, or join one of our group coaching calls today. Join our trading group. All of our training courses are free for all of our Patreon members as well. I will be dropping a trade video over in the trading group this afternoon also, and so much more, guys. Get in early on microcap gems and everything else. The link is down below. It's in the description. It's in the pinned comments. You can even use the QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen, and so much more. Join me and thousands of other members today over in the Patreon community. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I will see you guys tonight, 6 p.m. Central, for Blockchain Buzz. 3 special guests, surprise guests. I think you guys are going to be excited about this one. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.